So anyway, this coach starts throwing jabs, and what he doesn't realize, man, is that he has no idea where you came from. He has no idea your background.
No. Honestly, I just don't know where he took a left at, because early in the week, we were being complimentary to one another like coaches do. Then all of a sudden, it just took a left. I don't know who got to him, who said, "Hey, man, just disrespect him." I don't know how that transpired. I just wish he hadn't, because at the onset, Bubba, he said, this is great for two African-American coaches. This is great for college football. This is great that we get to compete against one another. All of it was good. And how did you take a left after saying all that good stuff? I have no idea.
He made it personal. Now we got to put a butt whipping on you that we probably weren't going to have to. I was going to maybe put a third stringer in there in the fourth quarter, but Shador's playing to the last whistle blows, brother.
And you know that. All attention ain't good attention, and we got to learn that all attention ain't good attention. We both know that.
This is Van Silk, not in my house. Coming to you from Foster Memorial Hospital, where I'm stationed at for the next couple of days. But let's talk about Colorado Buffaloes. They're playing Colorado State tonight. And they're saying for some reason the coach, Jay Novell, has something to say about Deion Sanders and wearing his hat and shades when you're addressing people. When his mother told him, when you talk to grown-ups, you take your hats and shades off. Well, that's still like a personal attack on Deion Sanders, because a lot of people don't wear shades and hats. This is Deion Sanders' persona. Deion Sanders has always been a swag guy. He's been a fly guy. He grew up in the hip-hop era. He made records. He's just been that guy. He never lost. Well, I mean, he's lost, but he's never been a loser. Y'all don't bring up when he had the Prime Academy in Texas with the little kids. He spent his own money. Went to Jackson State. 27-6 records, won 2 titles. Now he's in Colorado. Why you're so bad? Sad. It's really sad that the haters are showing out. But just what we're going to do right now, I'm going to give y'all some clips to check out. Fair use. And you'll be ready tonight for Colorado versus Colorado State. That's what I'm talking about. All right? It's your brother Van Silk on the check-in, checking out. Peace.
Man, we got something to give him?
Yeah.
Let's give him something. Let's give him something. These are the shades. I'm going to give you these. Damn, best round to make it perfect. All right. I just want to see how y'all look here. You look good. You look good. On my mama, on my.
Why does everybody hate Deion Sanders right now? Last year, he was the head coach of a football team and nobody said anything. Same guy, same talk, same hat, same sunglasses. The difference is that all of a sudden he's a Power 5 football coach and he's not a little, FCS football coach anymore. When you're below people, they will help pull you up. It's a natural thing. But as soon as you get to a equal level or an above level, all of a sudden that unhealthy competitive gene in them takes over. And they think, because of a scarcity mindset, that there's not enough room at the table for both of you to succeed. And so the fact that you're doing better now means that they have to tear you down. When I had the barbecue business, we started in a tent on the side of the road, a literal Sam's Club tent and a smoker that anybody could buy. We never got one bad review, but all of a sudden we got into a nice building in a nice area of town and the negative reviews started pouring in. And for the most part, nothing changed. Food was the same. My mom and I worked the restaurant every single day, but because we were doing better, people all of a sudden had something to say. Just remember this, nobody doing better than you is ever gonna tear you down. Entrepreneurs have to develop a thick, calloused skin to critiques and criticism. And it's a twofold balance, because on one side, you have to ignore everybody's feedback and you have to have a clear vision for what the future is. And you've got to build that, because nobody else is going to help you. Nobody else is coming. Nobody else is going to believe until you make them believe. But you also have to be humble enough to recognize when the feedback is actually warranted, when the feedback is actually something that you messed up and that you could do better. And that might be the ultimate dichotomy of being an entrepreneur, is knowing when to listen and knowing when to ignore. I'm not shocked that everybody's hating on Deion Sanders right now. When you show up and disrupt the status quo, people will start to say stuff because they want to protect the way it's always been. But if you're a small business owner, you don't want to protect the way it's always been. You started your business to make it better. So go make things better.
Come back and say, oh, when I do interviews, I take off my glasses and my hat because
that's you. That's your interview. You should do however you want to.
What are we talking about? What are we talking about?
I don't care if he have a coveralls and a straw hat on. That ain't got the way you conduct your business, where you do interviews, the way you coach your team. That ain't got nothing to do with how I do business over here. Right. And I don't concern myself with you.
Right.
But you know how it is. We concern ourselves. We always concerning ourselves with things that don't concern us.
One of the things that I always learn is every time you focus on somebody else's plate, somebody eating off of yours. And you're going to see the results of what happened when you don't lock in on your own plate when they play against them Buffs. Because now they done made it personal.
If I was Coach Prime, with knowing Prime the way I do, I'd try to hang 100 on him. I would.
100?
Yeah.
You can't do that. Coaches have a pack, and there's a certain line that you don't cross, like in the NFL. You know,
I'm crossing.
You don't keep scoring. You don't keep. I don't think it worked like that. If I'm not mistaken.
You know, I'm crossing the route because here's the thing. There was no need for him to take a shot at time. There was no need for him to take a shot at time.
Maybe he did it on purpose. Maybe he did it on purpose for his team, for the sake of his team.
That's why I'm trying to score 100.
To get them fired. Yeah, get them fired up. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it on purpose.
Yeah, I got you.
I am sick and tired of this, and I got to speak on it. Well, speak on it, Prime. I'm glad you said so. Why you got an attitude like life owes you? Kids, you got an attitude like your parents owe you. Relationship, you got an attitude like that person who left you owes you. Life don't owe you nothing. You living, you breathing, you're consuming air, you consuming space, and you in time. And you ain't paid for none of that. If truth be told, you owe life. You owe life. You got air, you're breathing, space, time, everything. And you ain't gave back nothing. And I'm gonna tell you about life. Life don't accept checks, credit cards, cash, or sex. Now how you gonna pay for life? God gave you life, and you ain't giving God nothing. Think about that. True.